My sister sued me because her 7-year-old son flushed my wedding rings down a drain. It happened last month at our rehearsal dinner, when he called them tacky and dropped them into a restaurant's floor grate. She laughed, suggested cheap knockoffs, and told me to chill. I didn't. My fiancée did something unforgettable. Now she's suing me for emotional distress. I'm Mara. I'm 31, the eldest of 3, the one who tracks birthdays and fronts family vacation deposits. I'm an accountant at a logistics firm. I don't drink much, and my idea of wild is buying fancy paper towels. I'm the go-to for favors, usually money or time. Last month, the night before my wedding, we had our rehearsal dinner at an Italian place Erin picked for its warm vibe. Red napkins, string lights, a brass grate by the host stand I didn't notice until it swallowed my world. "Chill, Mara," my sister Tessa said. "They're just rings, get plastic ones." She said it like a favor, loud enough for Mom to hear. I'd taken my rings off for 30 seconds to clean my nephew's ketchup mess while Tessa filmed an Instagram story. Rehearsal chic. Milo, her 7-year-old, moves like a raccoon, grabby, curious. He peeked at my rings on a napkin and said, "These are tacky." Time slowed. I said, "Milo, no." He stepped to the grate like it was a game. Clink, clink, gone. Tessa laughed. "Don't be extra, they're fake, right?" Erin's voice was calm. "Milo, where'd they go?" "In there." Milo grinned, matching Tessa's smile, her phone's red light blinking. I knelt on the tile in my nice but not too nice dress, lifting the greasy grate. "They'll get them out," Tessa said, bored. "You shouldn't leave jewelry out." Erin said, "Apologize now." Tessa smirked. "To the floor." I looked at her, at Mom's silent frown, at the waiter's pity. My hands shook. "Say sorry," I said, mouth like rust. Tessa's reply burned. "God, Mara, I'll order plastic rings. 2-day shipping, play bride." Erin knelt beside me, eyes on the pipes. "We'll fix this," he said. I nodded. Tessa laughed, filming. "You're making a scene." I stood, smiled tightly, and said, "Let's eat." We did, with a hole in the floor and my chest. I've been the family's safety net since my first job at 22. Tessa's overdrafts, Mom's rent shortages. I paid, thinking it was temporary. I covered Tessa's fines, co-signed her lease, bought Milo's crib. She makes her chaos feel like your crisis. Mom calls it her charm, I call it receipts. They'd say, "You're the oldest, Mara. You're responsible, you like money, family doesn't keep score." I shrank to fit them, delayed grad school, stayed in a cheap apartment, learned which bills could wait. For the wedding, I budgeted everything, but the rings were special. Grandma's diamonds in a simple setting, insured, paid by me. Tessa critiqued, "Friday wedding, no open bar." Mom said, "You've got the good job." When the rings vanished, Tessa said, "They're insured, right?" Like that fixed it. She filmed Milo's pout, captioned, "Kids, am I right?" I asked the owner, Marco, about the drain. "We'll need a plumber," he said kindly. "Old pipes." Erin said, "We'll pay." Tessa sighed, "So extra you left them out." Mom nodded. "Don't blame a child." I thought of every favor, every time Tessa broke something, my trust, my stuff, and laughed it off. Tessa posted clinking glasses, wedding eve drama. Erin watched the grate. We met the plumber, Leo, at 8 a.m. He opened the trap, grease, water, a dime, no rings. Erin reached into the sludge, sifting like a prospector, unfazed by Tessa's texts. "Found your fakes." He pulled out the wedding band, bent, scratched, ours. I cried, everyone cheered. Leo said the engagement ring might be deeper, needing a camera and a bigger bill. Tessa posted a mimosa. "Congrats on your salvage, move on." That lit the fuse. I didn't yell. I typed in the family chat. At noon, we file a police report for property damage. At 1, we call insurance with the report, appraisal, and Tessa's video. At 2, we send Tessa the deductible and plumber bill. Email only after. Tessa, "Paperwork over an accident?" Mom, "Don't ruin your wedding." Me, "I didn't film Milo destroying heirlooms." Tessa, "Things fall in drains." Erin said, "You don't owe them a fight. Draw a line." At noon, we filed the report stating an adult enabled the damage. The officer nodded, "Paperwork's your friend." Insurance liked my evidence, appraisal, video, screenshots. The deductible was $2,000. Tessa emailed from a salon, "I'm not paying for your tantrum." Mom called as I pinned my hair. "You're breaking Grandma's memory." I said, "I've paid for your crises for years. I'm asking for accountability." Mom, "You're cruel." Erin on speaker, "She's fair." We married with the bent band and a rushed gold stand-in. Erin whispered, "We'll laugh about this someday, not today." After cake, an officer called about a disturbance at Mom's. Tessa claimed I harassed her with threats. "I sent an invoice," I said. "Not illegal," he replied. I danced like I needed it. Next morning, Tessa served a small claims suit for emotional distress, wanting $5,000 for headaches. She attached my email and a blurry photo of me by the grate. Aaron said, "We'll answer." Family texts blew up. "This is tacky. Mom, you're tearing us apart." I replied, "Email only." Insurance moved slowly, using Leo's footage showing the engagement ring vanish into the main pipe. Aaron filed a counterclaim with Tessa's video and texts. Tessa posted, "Beware brides with paperwork," with an ice-pack selfie. I muted her. Mom called Aaron. "Tessa's not sleeping." He said, "Tell her to apologize and pay." "Money's tight," Mom said. "So's respect," Aaron replied, hanging up, his second unforgettable act clear and final. Insurance approved a partial payout. The deductible was ours unless Tessa paid. I stopped favors, no babysitting, no loans. No got easier. At the hearing, Tessa cried about trauma. Aaron laid out facts. "We're asking the adult who filmed to share the cost." He played her video. The judge asked, "Did you encourage your son?" Tessa, "I didn't stop him." The judge ruled. Her claim denied, hours granted, plumber bill and deductible due in 30 days. "Being asked to pay isn't defamation," she said. We left into bright sun. Aaron said, "Breathe." I did. Mom left voicemails, angry, soft, practical. Tessa texted, "You're vile," with a $20 Venmo request for emotional toll. I blocked her. Boundaries feel lighter and lonelier. I cooked pasta, organized drawers, traced the scratch on my ring, a mark of survival. Family shifted. Chloe apologized, Lena sent a plant, Dad paid the court order memo for my daughter's self-respect. I cried because he saw it. Insurance finalized the claim. The jeweler fixed the band, set a spare stone, polished the scratches soft. It felt like home, the kind you earn. I'm not the family bank anymore. I send invoices, don't apologize for saying no. I didn't cut them off, I cut off the pattern. If respect shows up, I open the door. If it's chill or buy knockoffs, they can try elsewhere. I don't hate Milo, he's 7. His mom made it a game. I'll tell him one day what it cost to say no. Aaron's unforgettable act was standing with me, never asking me to shrink. Sometimes love is a steady hand on a line you drew. Tessa posts, I don't watch. Memories, her laugh, the cold tile, fade to data, a map of how I got here. If your family says your worth is your wallet, hear this. Love isn't debt, kindness isn't credit, boundaries aren't betrayal. They're the cost of being whole, my ring's uneven. Good, so am I, scratched, not broken, paid for, not owed.